Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and it is solo Nightfall time again. We're going to try and get a 100,000 point run on the Corrupted Strike. Now you guys will notice I am 648, and that will kind of go into the description about like the build and the loadout and the modifiers and things like that. Now if you guys want to skip the intro, you guys just want to see the strike, you guys can skip ahead in the gameplay. I'll have a couple timestamps in here for, the elevator section would be kind of an important one, and then the boss fight itself. I'm going to go for kind of a one-phase boss melt, so that's kind of a factor as well with the build. So if you want to see the build or getting into that, if you want to jump ahead of the gameplay, feel free to do so as well. First things first, we're going to talk about the modifiers on the challenge card. Now in this strike itself, you're going to have solar shields on a few knights. You're going to have a whole bunch of void coming at you. So the void singe is pretty much off the table. Between the axiom bolts and the shriekers alone, that would probably kill you. Then you've got pretty much a toss-up on the singe. Solar damage is going to come to you in some spots, but not as many. But arc damage with Thunderlord is what makes my current run kind of an option. Now, it's a bit riskier because some more damage can come to you, but if you can play it safe in a certain spots and burn down enemies in others, then it is doable. So this may not be the most optimal build for some of you guys, but this is a way I was able to do it and worked pretty well for me. Now, there's the piece I said I am 648, so I'm allowed to run a higher modifier. Technically, I could run a 108 point modifier, and that would take me down to match the level of the Nightfall. Take me from 648 down to 540. So I could get 4.47 on a score multiplier and have a decent amount of points. And as you can tell, I don't have a debuff, but I'm still going to get plenty of points with that. Now, if you're not quite as high level, you could lower this thing down. When I do it at about 100 points, it's 4.15. You want to try and be right around 4, though, if you're going for decent amount of time and a decent amount of points to give yourself some leeway in case the end of the fight takes a little bit longer. Try and hang around 4-ish without a multiplier. Now, if you're running with multiple people and you're not worried about dying and you guys can bring different weapons for different damage types and things like that, absolutely you could go run match game, as I usually do for you guys. And then I know I run Blackout a lot because it is the biggest point modifier. This is one of the few times, mainly from the a lot of scions that can potentially come around, and also the Phalanx blast from their shield, I'm pretty sure counts as melee, and that thing will just absolutely mess you up. And there's certain points where you pretty much just have to be moving the whole time, so momentum is actually one of the few that I would recommend this time. Now me, I'm not a huge fan, that's why I figured out a way to run this without any debuff at all, but momentum, if you keep moving, you will get your health back. And there's a couple places where you just have to run in a circle, that's the elevator. So momentum can be beneficial, but me, I have my points where I'll tend to stay back and not move as much, and I have to be conscious about actually continuing to move to get my health back. So if you're running with a group, you can go with modifiers. If you're not that high, you may need to as well. But if you've got other options, my recommendation is take the debuffs off, crank this thing up a little bit. I'll put it basically 100, so it's somewhere kind of in the middle realm. And I'm going to run Arc Singe. Now, Arc Singe and Solar Singe, I've seen it done both ways. Arc Singe for me is going to work due to the heavy that I'm going to run, which is going to be Thunderlord. Now, heavyweight, you pretty much need to run this one no matter what you do, so that's up to you. But Arc Singe is going to work because the times that you face solar enemies that hit you really, really hard, the arc damage itself is something you can either try and stay away from, or it will peck at you, but it's not going to kill you. Void Singe is just probably going to kill you. Solar is going to hit pretty hard depending on how the knights treat you. So it's a toss-up between Solar and Arc, and you may try it and run something different. But for me, this is the build, and I know this is a long intro, but I wanted to kind of cover my thought process on it. For my character, I'm going to go Dawnblade, Well of Radiance. Phoenix Protocol is kind of, I'm probably not even going to use it as much as I should, but that's just because it goes with the what I've got going on. Perks are pretty much either here nor there. I mean, Pulse Rifle Reserves, I don't tend to run out of primary, but Phoenix Protocol, just because it goes with the super for a change, I'm going to use it since I got it recently. Now, go figure, you guys know this is going to give me my decent range that I need when I want to. If I'm working on whittling ads down, Rampage works pretty well, and you guys know this gun, I'm still waiting for it to get replaced. You're going to want something with Void, because you're going to have Acolytes in many places that have Void shields, and for me, this is going to be Kindled Orchid. Now, you could use Insight Terminus. Not Insight Terminus, that's the damn strike. Inaugural Address for a pulse rifle if you want a little more range there, and say you're using something like Midnight Coup, Luna's Howl up here, that's an option. But I flipped it, so my hand cannon's down here, and that's what I'm able to use in this slot. You're just going to have enough places where something that hits pretty hard, single shots, adds, and scions and stuff like that, so hand cannons is going to have a pretty good benefit to it, so this one works pretty well for me. The mainstay for this entire run is Thunderlord, because for one, it is a beast, And 2, its chain lightning effect when you're having to wipe out a bunch of scions that spawn is pretty much unparalleled in what anything else I've been able to use. So Thunderlord kind of is a requirement for this run. If you're running with multiple people, you guys can help manage the ads and keep each other alive a little better and hopefully use the info. But for a solo run, Thunderlord is kind of the thing that makes this doable for me, at least right now, until I practice and try things later. But as I want to try and do a solo Flawless Shattered Throne, I need some time, so hopefully this will make it work. So all of that long-winded intro out of the way, we're going to go ahead and kick off the strike. So I will see you guys on the ground, and wish me luck. So here we go. Alright, Guardians, early priority. Grab the Void Weapon, shoot the Chieftain about 4 times with whatever you got, for whatever it is for my weapon, and melt the Chieftain down. And then what you want to look for is every Scorn enemy that has pretty much a health bar at all. And just melt them. Like, every single one of them that you can find. Sometimes there's a straggler over here. Most of them are going to be on the right, but I try and clear the ones on the left first, so I don't have any random stuff coming to me. This is kind of a Warlock jump floaty mode, but same thing here with these guys. Just melt them down. It's going to make your life a little simpler. And he finally goes away. I love how they can just, like, vanish out of thin air, and they're not even taken. It's kind of cheating, personally. One more Raider over here. Try and focus him down. Perfect. Alright, so now it's Acolyte time. Now, watch out for the Vandal Snipers. They will be out there just up ahead, so be careful about that. These Acolytes will be creeping up. As you get close enough, you're going to get more ads to spawn. So, I'll try and throw a grenade down there. Kind of let it do some cooking on him. That actually worked for a change. The grenade was a little early, though. So now I'm going to try and break some shields, get that explosion to chain, since they're all actually walking together in a nice big old group. Try not to let that straggler run off to, really, those guys exactly that I'm talking about, run off to the left over there and just mess with you. But again, notice where I have my cover with these rocks. Main thing you want to watch out for is the boss. As soon as you can kill the Vandals, well, if you don't, if you look at them, they'll pop a shield, I swear. I thought that dude was on a shield. Talk about playing coy on me there. Now, on the boss, don't kill it. Just get it low. And then, try and use your primary to kill it and get some heavy ammo to drop, if you're lucky. If you're not lucky, well, should be doing the same thing up ahead for more.
Descend to the heart of the temple. You're looking for one.
Alright, so in we go. Decent amount of points. It's always somewhere in the realm of 32 to 36. At least at my multiplier. So, you'll notice I'll have plenty of points if you can actually get a smooth run in here. Points won't really be an issue. It's mostly just trying to put the whole thing together. Now, you're going to have a lot of ads on this right-hand side, so if you can get a grenade tossed back there pretty reasonably, you'll get a nice chain of damage going, as they all tend to wander through it. Some will creep down. I'm going to use primary, see if I can get any heavy ammo to drop. If you get any heavy ammo dropping and you know it drops, then you can just be a lot more fun using of the Thunderlord, melting these guys down. Now, this guy is actually letting me just work on him constantly, so that's pretty close. These two on the right, honestly, for these Thunderlords, I tend to not even really mess with them. Now, if I can tag them specifically, get them low, or leave like one ad over here, I'll use a primary, but if not, this section on the right is kind of where you're going to do your work from. So if you don't get things specifically killed in a proper order, you don't see any heavy ammo drops yet, just wait a little bit, you'll get some chance to do it up here. I love it when I'm talking and not paying attention when I'm shooting and actually shooting nothing. Granted, if I could just warp like these guys, I'd probably stay alive a little longer. I really need a rampage on this gun, but that's a story for another day. That dude has, like, no health. Yep. And yet no heavy ammo is dropping. So a lot of ads are going to be below. Going to drop a grenade down there, see if that'll put a little work in for me. Minotaur, again, if you can figure out, if you can see the health that they've got, which is hard enough to do sometimes, without actually getting killed, or if you see any heavy ammo on the ground, you know what you can go for. But right now, they are really, really not being generous at all. Pretty much just need one heavy ammo to drop, just something, so I know I could, that's what I'm looking for, so I can kind of finish up the rest and then go grab the ammo and be good to go. Alright, so that's done, ads are done, 3.5 minutes, 50k points. I mean, if you're above 10,000 points a minute, you're on a damn good pace, but 10,000 points is still, if you do 15 minutes, it's going to average you about 150,000, gives you a pretty decent margin for error, which on this strike you're probably going to want for the end, because if you don't one-phase it, it can take a little bit longer. Now make sure before you kick this thing off, you are reloaded on Thunderlord. Okay, that's amazing. I just got a double heavy brick, or at least one. So I get to go to town now. Hopefully this is a good run. Maybe that's a good sign. But when these ads spawn up front, you want to find these guys and just go to town on the ads. So what Thunderlord is pretty much better at than anything is the fact that it will just chain these... I know there's a Scion floating up there. Yep, I knew it. Okay, I wanted all those guys dead. Now these little relics you pick up, you notice how I pulled it through the wall? You wouldn't think that would be a thing that was doable, but it is. So I'm going to be okay with it, and I suggest you do the same. Just get on board. It's going to work for you. Now, if you actually break a shield, which I'm pretty sure that sound was... Nope, not quite yet. Just hit the shield, didn't break it. And this is where Arc Singe is a dicey one, because you're dealing with all these guys. And that dude's almost dead. If I can actually use my normal weapon and kill it, might be a chance at some heavy, but that seems a little redundant, because I've got a ton sitting in the middle. Where'd he go? Excuse me. I'm a little confused here. There, one bullet. Alright, same principle. The boss will typically hang out in the middle, the one shooting all the axiom bolts. So if you go in a circle, mainly you're dealing with the phalanx with the shields. Those are the more annoying piece. Or I literally say that, and that's the first time I've probably seen him do that before. So, you know, nothing is really reliable at this point. So just throw it all out the window. Nothing matters. Just give up. But once these guys actually start going down and I can throw stuff at them, they go down really fast. Now, again, the axiom bolts are a thing. Watch for those. Popped his shield. And I got heavy ammo to go to town on, so I'm not really so concerned about it. I think it is just one brick, not two. That would have been kind of crazy. So again, if you get them low, same principle. Don't give up on that, because if you have plenty of heavy ammo dropping, you'll always have more. Same principle. Make sure you're towards the front of the elevator. You'll see it start going down, but that window's going to be in the front. Look for the front of the Scions and just try and take them all out. Same principle. Bosses will be coming in. Look for those Scions and then bail out of there. Same thing, but now as you try and pull these through the wall, you're going to be standing on taken, so that's the fun part. Now, if they split up, it gets to be really annoying. If they hang together, it gets to be a lot more reasonable because you don't have this crazy amount of stuff flying at you all the time. Now, that's a decent chunk. If you get a shield down on one, don't even worry. Just kill it. It's not worth trying to, like, hey, let me see how I'm doing on managing whatever. Just kill it fast. Now, if you get to a situation like this, come through the middle. I mean, it gets a bit dicey, I'm not going to lie to you, but you definitely don't want to try and go over some of those guys if you can manage to not have to. So I'm going to grab some health, watch for the fire that the knight will be throwing. Now that's a shield that's down, and that's on the big guy, but he is throwing fire, so I'm just going to take the time to reload. Going to go on this side, try and pull one of the relics. I'm just going to stand in this stuff forever, apparently. I don't know where the shield dude went. I think he went the other way because he got scared. Okay, no idea. They're literally both on the other side. Where'd you go, bud? I didn't think I killed them both, but maybe I did. Same thing, get them low, try and pop them off without using heavy. Oh, I'm not done. He was just hiding on the radar. He's trying to be sneaky. Where'd you at? Don't do it. Did I actually get a shield? I did. Cool. Time to finish him up. Come on. And again, get him low. You can try and kill him or not. If he's far enough away, he's not going to blast. You can do this. Shoot him in the kneecap. Wait for the taken to go away. Don't go jump into the middle for your ammo. There we go. Got my heavy ammo. Got a little more heavy ammo. Tons of it, and we're good to go. So, at this point, I'm just going to go melting time. I don't even want to worry about trying to get ammo out of these guys, because the quicker I kill them, better off I'll be. So, ammo's decent. Now I just got to be reasonable. Now just not dying. Shrieker's down. Cool. Now up ahead, you're going to have some knights. They're going to have shields. If one knight gets away, he's usually hiding right around the corner, so just watch out for that. But the knights are going to be red bar knights, but they are going to have arc shields, so like literally 1 or 2 pops. And then if you get them to turn around, maybe 1 bullet. I just try not to completely kill them. If you can get the crits in the face, it's usually 4 bullets, and then a shot like that. Maybe get yourself some ammo drops as we work our way up. Same principle. First Shrieker is right around this wall. Literally takes about 3 or 4. If you're going for some ammo, just be careful. Same principle applies here. These two may be close together, so if you pop a shield, you might do something like that. Same thing there. And again, I feel like when I start getting into a pattern is when I don't have the stuff drop, so what do I know? Sometimes it works, though. Now, maybe switching guns will do it. Nope. Shriekers are an important piece, and I don't think that one could drop heavy ammo for me, so not even gonna try. Well, look at that. Maybe this will be the run, because I got a buttload of it right now, so I should be in good shape. Alright, so when you get to the stairs, don't stop running. I actually ran to the wrong side for a change. But basically what you're going to do is jump to the upper deck. As you find the ogre, just do nothing but unload on him. So just go to town, 100%, focus on him. Try and kill him before you switch over. Because then if you can, reload quick. You'll go to the taken side. Wait for the ogre to spawn over here. Should come up in the front. Same thing. Go to town. Watch for the shriekers above you. Oh, come on. Oh. I'm almost. Oh! I just have to use my damn super. That's all it is right there. Just use my super. I would have been fine. It's just stupid. That was like a perfect run. A buttload of points, too. Alright. I still got ammo. I'm probably going to cut that out, but you guys get to see the fun part. So we're going to try this again. So I just cut out a death. I may leave it in. I don't know if my language isn't too bad. But run up here. Get up to the upper deck and just honestly go to town on the ogre. If you can get him to look at you, the crits go a little faster. If you don't get teleported before he dies, make sure you reload. 13,000 points. Switch over. Shriekers will be up. Kill those quick. Then you can go to town on the ogre once you find him. There he is. Try and finish him nice and fast. And you're done. So, there will be ads, but the bosses are down. So this is your time to basically see if you need any heavy ammo, see if you can kill some of the taken around, and it's really your choice on how much of it you do. There should be some ads down in there, though. However you choose to kill them, if you can kill them with a grenade, great. If not, well, see what you got for options. Main piece here is just trying to get some ammo. Acolytes seem to be an easier target, so that's usually why I try and find one or two of them. See if I can get some love there. Not melting and being completely on fire, because this is terrifying. Or the other idea, I did get heavy ammo dropping, so I'm just running straight for the portal, crossing my fingers. There's a shrieker I should have killed, but I made it out. Not what I would call an optimal run. You could definitely kill a few more ads, though. Time seems to be going okay, but I don't want to hang around too long, because this is still a long strike, and I guess we're going to make this thing work. Heavy is dropping, so time to find every acolyte I can find and just destroy them. Alright, so that heavy's there. I'm going to try and take this guy out, take that guy out, find this guy on the ledge. See if I can find the vandal over. Oh, really? You going to shield on me? Alright, fine. I'll pick this up and then I'll kill you. Well, if I finish this with a death, then you guys will probably be alright with it. But yeah, melt some of these ads down. There will be some more snipers in the back, but you're going to have some vandals creeping up. I like to shoot them as I come forward. Might give you a chance at some heavy drops. But there's another way you can actually try and take some of these guys out from kind of one of the side platforms. Again, watch out for those snipers. Once they get in range, you do have to pay attention that you are in range of that. Apparently those guys just melt. That's your one sniper over here. Watch that one. Still doing decent on ammo. And boss on the other side. I should be able to melt him quick. And good to go. Alright, there may be a couple more stragglers. Probably a sniper over here. I don't even know if he's worth my time to kill. I might do it just to try and get some ammo. Well, didn't mean to kill him quite that quickly, but lightning apparently is very effective. Alright, so, next piece. I think this might be the pucker fall. And by pucker, I mean hold your breath and hope you don't hit anything. If you guys get the joke on the pucker, you know what I mean. What's up, guys? If you guys are watching this live on Twitch, thank you all for tuning in. So far, a reasonable run, death included, which sometimes you guys enjoy me leaving in, so at this point, if I make it, I'll leave it. This is always one of the fun ones. It's joys of timing things. See if you can catch yourself just right. See if I can fall fast enough to get by that one. Usually is all you got to get between those two. And then just try and fall straight down. Always try and push a little forward. A little close. Alright. So we're doing pretty good on ammo. A few more ads to kill. And then, boss melting with Well of Radiance is what we're going for. So pretty much the one phase on the boss. So you pretty much don't want to tag the boss at all. Kind of a crucial piece to that methodology. So again here, if you don't have the best landing placement, just be careful where you're at. I would kill these ads as you go so you don't get tagged from the back. And maybe you'll get some ammo. You never know. Now, next piece is this guy down here on this ledge who's going to give you a little bit of cover to work with. So even if it's a little farther away. Wow, that hard to break one shield. Alright, cool. Switching up weapons, still going. As I said, this is not the fastest strike in the world. But if you can get to this point with this many points, you should probably be able to finish it with the points you need to get your 100k. Final piece here, see if I can break this guy's shield. And again, trying to kill everything because you're going to want to do some work from that platform that they're all sitting on. So that's why I'm taking some time to really focus these guys down. And, you know, always crossing the fingers for a drop. I would prefer ammo right now because prime engrams aren't doing me much. But I guess, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Now from here, you got some issues. You're going to have some thrall in the back. I would try and kill some of those because for one, they're easier points to get. And if you kind of do what I did on a previous run and you die a lot, well, that doesn't help anybody. Now, there's going to be a Minotaur around. I wouldn't worry so much about the wanted guy. He's just got a ton of health. But there's going to be another Minotaur, usually over there, but he's kind of hard to see at the moment. Or he's actually back there. That's the one I'm looking for. I want that dude to die, because if you got both of them firing at you, it's a bit rough. If you can manage with one, you'll probably be able to make it. So if he can see you, he's going to hurt a little bit. Just try and be a little more on the agile side. You can jump over here. You can use these pillars as cover. That's actually a Minotaur, so that's actually a bad idea because there's two of them. Once you jump the ledge, you're going to have these guys, so I wouldn't do too much besides pray that I still stay alive at this point. Apparently, I'm going to basically survive that one by sheer luck more than anything. Hoping for a drop if I can get lucky. Well, that's fine. Couple Vandals up ahead. You can melt those down pretty quick. If one pops a shield, that's probably okay. Might get some ammo from him. 170 can get the boss, but I just prefer to have a little bit of flexibility if it's going to be nice to me. Apparently not. But 16k, or 16 minutes, 160k should do alright. So at this point, we are pretty much going to activate the boss fight. And if all things go according to cross my fingers plan, we can take out the first set of ads, break the shield on her, take out the second set of ads, and then with Well of Radiance, just one phaser. She goes fast when you start everything going to town. So I got a decent amount of ammo. I should be able to do what I'm going for. I just can't waste too much of it. I like to have a little more, but this is still pretty good. So again, look for all the ads. This is where, again, if you're going for a match game, you're going to be dealing with a lot of shields. As these guys start coming to town, it's really hilarious how they jump onto the same line. And just the chain lightning just absolutely annihilates them. So still got a decent amount of points there, which will help. Pretty much just her at this point. So this is when you gotta watch. She is arc, so even if you're flying through the air, try not to fly in a completely straight line. It's for your benefit. And then you gotta do the long bomb game. Just a little above her head is really all you need. Doesn't have to be too crazy. It'll usually kind of curve where it needs to go. You'll notice that's 2. If you think you're at 3 and you can probably, like, you know, commit to being accurate, you could probably go for the third throw here. Got it? Alright, so this is when you want to reload. Try not to tag her. You literally just want to kill the ads. That's the important piece here. Try not to tag her. So the ads start coming across. That's going to be your focus. Try to do no damage to her. Now as the ads start coming, this is going to be a good time to basically pop Well of Radiance up here on the ledge. Wrong thing, and we're going to go for the melt. So at her head, as much as you can get going, she's going to move at a certain point. Flex over here, you can still see her head, finish her up quick, and that's how you one-phase her. And she's done. So 164k, just over 18 minutes, and a death. And this is the video that's going to go up just about out of heavy ammo. So yeah, there's quite a few caveats on this run. Yes, I'm a 648. Yes, I'm a Warlock running Well of Radiance. There are other guides out there, but this is the one that works for me. So I at least wanted to show you guys this one. And yeah, let's get back to orbit and I'll wrap this video up. Thank you. You guys, that's like take 35. So there were many attempts in that one. And look at that. It's 8 o'clock. Well, thanks, Dramatic, for joining the podcast. Yeah, last word was good. Kinetic weapon kills, a whole 30 of them. Yet I killed 382 things. It's all Thunderlord, all day long. Sweet, that's done, and recorded, and I'm talking, and voice level. Pepe! Once again, with the bits dropping. Thank you very much, sir, as always. The great cheer man. And just remember, guys, if you do have Amazon Prime and you haven't used your Twitch Prime subscription, that always supports me as well, and it's free to you guys because it's just part of Twitch or Amazon. So I've got one of those. I try and throw it around where I can. So same thing. If you got one, even it doesn't even have to be me. Honestly, just if you got the Twitch Prime subscription, just give it to somebody you support, somebody a cool creator. It's a nice thing to do. Helps all of us out as we try and do this type of stuff. So let me get back in. All right, Guardians, so that pretty much wraps it up. But as I said, there's a lot of pieces of this. If you're running with a group and you can manage Void Shields, have somebody bring Solar if you're running with a group. Arc is obviously going to be a big thing. Thunderlord's a very good way to manage that. If you don't have Thunderlord, this is a more difficult one, and that's where groups are probably going to be a thing. But if you do like running solo stuff, hopefully you do have Thunderlord. If you're new to it, and you're like, hey, I don't have all that stuff, just be patient, work on getting to where you can at least take the debuffs off at a higher level, and that hopefully will be easier. But you guys know where to find me. It's Twitch, Twitter, Ebontis on both. Some of my viewers got to watch this thing live, but you guys have been blowing up my YouTube channel. We passed 30,000, headed towards 31, and just still growing. So if you haven't subscribed to me there, you guys know what content I like to put out. So follow me there, hit the subscription button, hit the alert bell. If you liked the video, drop a like. If you didn't, let me know what I can do to help improve. Leave a comment if you've got any questions. And other than that, have an awesome day, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are at around the world. Have an awesome one. We'll see you soon.